perfect way to wake up. Just have club soda. It's the worst tasting thing in the world. I gotta tell back his masks are on. Yeah, no, there was no shot. Should really be practicing the turning with my duo partner, but Paxton can't get on it. Yeah, Paxton can't get on right now. I'm back. I'm gonna turn on some music, means I'm just playing pubs. You know what? We're turning on Distractables.
Popcorn butter on your clothes when they were doing your laundry. Yeah. The whole thing.
Yeah. Man.
I feel like everyone has done that. I don't have a specific story about sneaking out, but like all of those things you described are such big emotions from my childhood. Our back door was so fucking squeaky. And the way my parents' house is structured, the back door is like under their bedroom, you know? And there's actually like a laundry chute from their closet to a closet that's right by the back door, which is also by the garage door. So there's like no good way out. I have so many memories of, I was a good kid. Don't listen to this, Mom and Dad. But I have so many memories of like getting to the back door and just like taking one tiny step at a time. And then unlock the lock and it clicks and it echoes through the whole house, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kids are morons.
Pretty dumb. Very dumb. But also,
get away with it, I guess.
Perfect crime.
Yeah. Literally, no one was hurt, except maybe your pride, and no one was caught.
I wonder how Smithers is doing. Oh, they're okay. Call him up. Smithers, do you want to come on the show?
Smithers, you went to a voice changer interview on the show where we only call you Smithers, and you have like that low, like, yeah, I remember that movie. It was a fun night. We worked right there, though.
Oh, no.
I like to think they're on like a really torn up couch, like in a one room like apartment, sitting there watching like a really tiny like 1950s TV, but they've got like it tuned in somehow where they can listen to the audio for the podcast, where there's nothing but snowy static on their screen. They're smoking a cigar and they hear that off and they're like, you know what, I would like to come on the show. And they put out the cigar and they go to a library, they can log into Facebook or something and try to reach out to us.
Yeah.
If that's your life, Smithers, reach out. We want to hear it.
Really liked it in your head. An old 1950s, 50s black and white TV and Facebook are the same level of outdated technology that one person has access to.
That's what everyone born after us thinks anyway.
Wow. Well, good story, Mark. Definitely some points for that. Points for you.
Thank you.
X number of points.
Ooh, good number. This episode of Distractable is sponsored by Grubhub. Making YouTube videos, streaming, recording this podcast, you gotta come up sometime for food, and Grubhub has got us covered.
I ate the most delicious truffle fries yesterday, and a delicious burger that was juicy to the brim and had buffalo sauce on it, and blue cheese. It was a buffalo burger, and it was fantastic, and it was delivered right to my door.
I just wanted to test Grubhub the other day, and I ordered all frozen stuff. Ice cream, popsicles, smoothie. It showed up still frozen. Too cold even. I wish they'd been slower, because I had to wait for it to soften so I could eat the ice cream. It hurt my teeth.
Molly and I got a broccoli cheddar soup, chicken noodle soup, bread, also smoothies from Panera as well.
That's so crazy because today, as part of the promotion, Grubhub is doing a little extra to serve Panera. You can get a free delivery perk on your first order from Panera of $15 or more. All you have to do is order Panera through Grubhub.
Bob's experience with that delivery of frozen goods is just how much Grubhub works to serve restaurants, so they can work hard to serve you.
You can order through the Grubhub app or online. Grubhub, we serve restaurants.
Wait, did we sufficiently stall for you to come up with something?
Yeah, so I had two stories. I forgot them both, so I'm still going to end up winging it.
All right. Well, are you sticking with My Player 2?
My Player 2. It's perfect.
It's going to make so much sense.
All right. So you know how, like, some people meet via, like, online forums or, like, they'll have, like, those text dating things where, like, you know, you meet somebody, you don't, like, actually talk, like, with your voice or video or photo or anything. You just kind of get to know each other via messaging online.
Sure. Like texting?
Yeah, but typically more, like, through your PC, not, like, through your phone.
Oh, like chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Cool.
So you go on, you make a username, get like a little avatar or something maybe, and you meet someone, you connect, you get to know them a little bit, right? And eventually you find out plenty of info, you plan like maybe a date, and you figure out where they live to go pick them up one night or something, okay? But you stall that first meeting, okay? You figure out where they live at, and you know what you do? You go apply to become security there. At their house. In a perfect world, it's more like an apartment complex. complex in this scenario, right?
Okay.
If it's a house, you break up and you find someone else.
I tell you, I recognize the tone of voice that you're using right now, and it's making me really concerned about the trajectory of this story, but I'm going to allow you to continue.
This is a perfect crime, is it not?
But see, it doesn't have to be about, like, murdering someone or something. This is getting a little murdery already. I'm just concerned.
It might be murdery. We'll find out.
Oh, good.
All right. So you get to be security there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get to be security. You figure out, okay, well, they said to pick them up at apartment so-and-so and so-and-so. And you get to see what they look like. You see them. You kind of learn their routine. You don't, like, spy on them, stalk them, like, go sit outside their door or anything. But you kind of figure out when they're there, when they're not there. So, here, you know what? We'll even dodge the murdery. You're welcome.
Oh, good.
So you don't need to do anything. But you do wait till, like, maybe they're like, hey, I'm going to be out of town for a while. And you go as security, you access their apartment. You go in, you get on their computer. You find their account where they're logging in and chatting with you. And you send messages to this stud muffin that they're talking to. And then you run home and you message back. And then you get to be your own player, too. When they come back, they're very confused. Perfect crime. I cut out like 9/10 of that for you to dodge the murder. You're welcome.
Well, I have to say, it barely seems like a crime if you cut out the murder, I guess.
Oh, it's breaking and entering.
Yeah, well, only a little. Plus, no one was there, so is it really a crime?
Is it not a crime to break into someone's house if they're not home?
I'm pretty sure. If I've learned anything from TV, it's that you can do whatever you want as long as there's a camera on you and no one else is watching.
But what crime did Mark commit? Didn't he just, like, break his dad's rules?
House levery.
Yeah, exactly. Is house levery worse than breaking and entering?
Grand Take Auto.
I did drive without a license.
Oh, yeah, that's probably illegal.
Yeah, that's very illegal. Extremely illegal.
Super illegal.
You know what? I lockpicked into their apartment without a lockpicker person. Locksmith is the word.
But maybe you were doing it for security reasons.
All right, so you don't like the being your own player, too. I've got another one here.
I'm just curious the payoff for that.
Who's better for you than you? Fuck that person.
Well, so I'm getting at something here.
You get to flirt fuck yourself via text.
I know it's not the same if it's not from a house you've broken into, but couldn't you accomplish essentially that exact same thing without any of the hassle of getting a different job and breaking into a place? And couldn't you just have some other account on some other computer or something?
Oh, God, boring. Who suffers in that scenario?
I mean, it sounds like the only one suffering in any of this is really you, but that's for reasons unrelated to the criminal aspects.
Loneliness should be a crime.
How about you try your second story?
All right. Well, I'm well prepared for the second story, and I've thought it out a whole lot.
Good. Lots of details. Lay it out.
Is we murdery or are we dodging the murdery?
You can murder. Go ahead.
You know what? I don't have to murder. I got it. I don't got it.
All right.
What do you guys think of water balloons? They're nice, right?
Big fan of water balloons, man.
I like water balloons, yeah.
All right. So what if I had, like, one of those wagons full of water balloons, okay?
One of those wagons?
Well, we talked about these on the show, like the red wagon, like the wood thing around.
Okay, like a removable side red wagon. Okay.
Like normal pulley wagon, okay? So you get a bunch of water balloons, however much it takes to fill up. They're ready to go. These are water balloons that are ready to go. And you go to, like, a park, okay? A park where people like having picnics, walking their dogs, doing that kind of thing. Like, just a good old-fashioned, relaxing park. You find a spot kind of, like, hidden where not too many people go, but it's still within range of, like, being at the park. And you bring a shovel, you dig a hole, and you put the water balloons in there, and you kind of loosely cover them up to where they're not going to pop from, like, the weight, but, like, they're still covered, okay? And you get the wagon, you get out of there. And you come back at a later date, next day, same day, whatever, and you dig out the water balloons. It's like a crowded, warm day, and you just start launching them at people, where it's like Armageddon of water balloons. And if they start to catch on where they're coming from, you fucking book it out of there. Perfect crime. Did I do it that time? Is that a good crime?
Not a crime.
I'll call it, the title is the park wettening. Moistening of the park.
Park
Yeah, I was gonna
wettening.
say that kind of just sounds like you mispronounced the park wedding.
All right, the moistening of the park.
I feel like there could be way more that could be done in terms of, like, the perfect crime.
All right, the water balloons are full of syrup.
Oh, that's better. I still struggle to find any serious criminal activity in that story.
A serious criminal activity, okay.
Yeah, it's more like a public nuisance.
They're full of acid.
Oh my god.
Well, that escalated.
Is that a crime?
That's definitely a crime, yeah.
Yeah.
Out there.
I got it. Battery acid balloons.
I don't know if that's perfect, though. I feel like you're just standing in front of a crowd of people throwing acid balloons at them They definitely know it was you.
You build a catapult and you launch them.
Okay. Still standing in kind of a public place. It would be hard to conceal the sounds and activities of a catapult.
You invent a jetpack and you fly way overhead where they can't see you.
Okay, so you're sort of jetpack hand bombing people with acid balloons.
Yeah.
I would steer away from like acid stuff because like those are actual attacks that happen and they're horribly disfiguring and they're pretty depressing to talk about.
All right. Well, we'll go back to syrup. Syrup with criminal levels of sugar. You're gonna get so much sugar. You throw up sugar.
Are you trying to induce hyperglycemia?
You know what? I got it. Okay. Fuck the acid, fuck the syrup. What you do is you build a shrink ray, okay? And you become like a monkey tamer, and you tame a bunch of monkeys and you shrink them. And you give the monkeys little tiny shrunken life jackets, okay? And you put them in the balloons, fill them with water, but you leave enough air to where the monkeys can float and get some oxygen. And what you do is you get a small plane and you fly over the park and you drop your monkey bombs, okay? But it's like remember the egg drop thing in physics where you drop the thing and the egg has to be okay? So you get to where the monkeys land safely because of their life jackets and balloons, and maybe you cover them in peanut butter or whatever the hell, but you train them to run around and steal everyone's valuables, and they're so small that it's hard to detect them. All they can see is like their watch running away, and then they meet up at an undisclosed location. But you got some other monkeys that are trained to make sure they're not followed. If they're followed, they're like, you're ex-monkicated. There's a pun in there. And then you get rich from the trained tiny water balloon monkeys.
That actually is a fascinating idea.
Thank you.
Not 100% with it, but like, okay, what if you trained a monkey to kill? Like, legitimately, what if I'm not saying this is a good idea.
Sure.
But if you trained a monkey and, like, showed him a picture of someone and you, like, psychologically tortured the monkey, and I'm not saying do this is, like, obviously this is what a horrible person would do, but what would happen if that monkey was successful in its mission? Like, you made an assassin chimp and you let loose, and it's like a guided missile because this monkey is, like, on the prowl for this one target, and you, like, release it into the ventilation system of the building, and, like, I don't know, what would happen if a monkey that you trained, it's not like it's gonna squeal on you, but, like, if a monkey just, like, somehow got into the vent, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you teach it how to ride public transit so it knows exactly what the stops are.
I mean, if we're in a comic book, no one has any ideas. You're the brilliant supervillain, the zookeeper, who trains exotic animals, and they do your bidding, and yeah, sure, maybe if you build a reputation, people will know, but no one will ever figure it out. I think if we live in the real world, it would be pretty hard to get a monkey without there being some sort of record. And it would be even harder to have a monkey without that showing in your, like, financial records.
No. You get rich enough to have like a private jet, and then you just fly to where monkeys live, and you get a monkey, and you fly back on your private jet.
I feel like if you are able to get a monkey, you already exist kind of outside the realm. Because I don't know if it's legal to own a chip. I'm pretty sure it's probably not.
Okay, just move to a place where there's monkeys and just live there. Go to the monkeys. I'll bring them to you.
No. I mean, like, if you're there, you're already in the realm of kind of living outside the law. So people don't know that you have a monkey, is what I'm saying.
It's illegal to live in a country where monkeys run around?
No. That's not what I'm saying. You're misconstruing my ideas. Of course. I'm saying if in America, if you have access to monkeys, no one's going to know that you have a monkey, right? Because you got the monkey to kill all the people that gave you the monkey.
Oh.
And then everything is a closed loop from start to finish. You train 3 monkeys, one to go after the people that sold you the monkeys, one to kill the other monkey so it doesn't squeal, and then the one to complete the mission.
This is sounding kind of murdery with the killing.
That's the entire premise of this. The perfect crime has to be the most heinous possible. It's about getting away with the absolute, utmost, most devious thing that you can and getting away with it perfectly. Right? Bob, am I wrong?
I'm going to go with yes. Absolutely 100% correct.
All right, so my water balloons are full of, damn it, they're still monkeys.
I don't think you can improve on monkey water balloons, I gotta be honest.
They're tiny monkeys that they hold hands and get into a circle, and they go around someone's neck, but they slowly, like, one monkey leaves. It's like Duck, Duck, Goose. One monkey leaves, until, like, the group is so tight-knit that it's choking you to death with a circle of monkey necklace.
Yeah, but that's the question. What is the most heinous crime? Like, you could blow up, like, the world, but that not necessarily a crime. I don't think there's a law written for don't blow up the world.
I think it's eating the last chicken wing and not offering it to someone.
God, you think so small. Think big. Death.
Okay.
Come on, think bigger.
I think the most heinous crime has to involve, like, the limits of human technology. what you got to do is you find someone who's like deeply in love, like a couple of people that are deeply in love, and then you figure out which one would be easier to sort of, snatch up, whatever. You're a rich person, so that's easy to accomplish, I assume. And what you do is you put the one that you've taken on a spaceship. You buy out all the seats on a Virgin Galactic flight, and you rig it so that it doesn't just go into low orbit and then come back and land and everything. It goes permanently into a geostationary orbit directly above the home of the lover that you stole them away from. And you angle the Virgin Galactic space plane, whatever the hell it is, their craft. There's a big reflective bottom on it, I assume, because space stuff. Angle it so that it shines the light of the moon or the sun or whatever you can catch directly onto the house that the lover lives in, into the windows. Their entire life is ruined by the existence of the spacecraft that houses their beloved in space, where they shall never reach them. Plenty of food, air, and water, by the way, on the spacecraft. Not trying to kill the person, but you just have them endlessly suspended a couple 100,000 feet above the love of their life. And they just know, like, it's not going to end well. There's nothing they can do. You can't just go into space on your own. That would be such torment, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, crime, I'm thinking, like, comic book levels of heinous crimes, like stealing Mount Rushmore. How would you perfectly steal Mount Rushmore? Or like the Eiffel Tower?
Well, you take my monkey shrink ray.
You have a monkey shrink ray? Just specifically for monkeys or operated by monkeys?
Well, that's what I used it for primarily, but you just hit Mount Rushmore with it. It becomes like a small little rock. You put it in your pocket and you got Mount Rushmore.
Okay, well, if we're in the world of magic technology, then I guess you could just do anything with that.
Oh, condensing in atoms, isn't that out of the realm of possibility?
I think the way that you steal Mount Rushmore is not by actually, like, taking possession of it. And you don't, like, put other faces on it or something that would basically be impossible. But you artistically alter the faces so they're, like, really off-putting.
Oh, it's like when people restore art and they do a really bad job of restoring the art, but you do it for Mount Rushmore.
Damn, I'm just going to call art restorers out like that. But yeah.
Some of them are awful. Good God.
No, specifically that one. What was it? It was like a picture of Jesus in South America somewhere, like Jesus art restoration. No, I'm dead serious.
Is that the one that looked more like Ronald McDonald after they were done?
I mean, I don't know what you think Ronald McDonald looks like, but if this looks like Ronald McDonald...
Oh, okay. No, yeah. I can see that. It's a botch up.
For people that still can't see anything because our website is so good, how would they find this image?
I don't know. Look at what I just said. Jesus art restoration. Bad.
Monkey Christ is what that picture is referred to as. Oh, man. What the hell happened?
He kind of looks like a really poorly drawn sloth.
It kind of looks like they showed the original damaged painting to a child and were like, can you paint a new one? And the kid was like, okay, and had a really good time.
Look at the mouth. I mean, the eyes are bad, but look at that mouth. Look at the demon eyes. He has no irises.
The fully blacked out eyes.
Yeah.
I think that's like a glare, like the little glint in the eye.
Well, then in that case, he has no white of his eyes. He just has black eyes.
Also, the neck on this man.
The neck.
What a neck.
The beard is gone. It's just hair, no ears, and neck beard.
God damn.
In 2012, Cecilia Jimenez, an 82-year-old widow and amateur painter, attempted to restore an almost century-old fresco of Jesus crowned with thorns in her local church in Borja, Spain. Despite a valiant effort, the tragically failed restoration went viral, and Jimenez, I don't know, attempt was met with Jimenez.
Uncivilized swine.
I took 4 years of Spanish, therefore I have no excuse. I should be ashamed. But oddly enough, the impact of it drove so many people to come visit. I believe it was like in a church or somewhere. I don't know. But it like drove like a pilgrimage for people to come see this thing. And in a lot of ways, art...
This is their newest one. The Boys Better
Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distractable, a Woodell production. This week, Mark Roberts franchise's Hot and Time Limits. Wade stamps Shakira with his approval while searching funny beavers. Florida man attempts to mow into the horizon, and Bob stretches his backyard while googling supermassive black holes. It's time for The Boys Bet It All. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to Distractable, the podcast. What?
That's the way you said hello. I've never heard you talk like that.
Hello. Why are you questioning him? He always speaks this way. I always. Hello.
And welcome. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I always intro a podcast like a witch opening a door to trick-or-treaters. Hello. My. What lovely contestants you are.
I want some candy, Mrs. Witch.
Oh, witch! You want candy? How about some lady's finger? Anyway.
I'm sorry, we're not having more of those.
This is Distractable, the podcast where we have a very consistent format that is repeated every week, and nothing is ever deviating from that.
Yeah.
And the judging is completely fair and done by me.
It's a formula that's proven to work.
Yes, it can work for you as well. If you want to franchise our podcast, you can buy our franchise kit, and at a nominal 60% licensing fee, you too can make a Distractable affiliated podcast.
Really? How much do we get from that? Potential franchises are limited to acceptable plots of land only. Plot must be approved by the Distractable board before your franchise may open.
We have a board? I really need to pay attention more.
We were talking last episode about how bad of a listener you are. You miss a lot.
Yeah, you miss a lot.
God,
A lot, man.
I thought the meetings were optional.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, I guess. Kind of important stuff.
Am I getting paid for this?
Technically.
Good enough for me.
Good. No more questions. Good.
Good. Okay, so how are you guys doing? Would you like to partake in any small talk?
Can I just say, this is a little dated at this point by probably years, but man, Tom Holland's performance for doing Rihanna's Umbrella, top tier. And Shakira, always top tier.
Just
All right.
generally, Shakira, good stuff.
Yes.
Shakira, top tier.
One of my two ever, celebrity crushes growing up in life.
Whatever you're doing, keep it up, Shakira.
Never.
I'm gonna go eat and then I'll be back.